Hey guys, it's me, Brenna again. And I guess I just wanted to talk today about personal growth and why YouTube is a great avenue for personal growth. Life is a continuous journey of growth and it's never going to stop. And every experience that you encounter, every challenge that you face, and every vision you pursue is an opportunity to evolve into a better, wiser, and stronger version of yourself. Embrace the suck of that. Just embrace that. Growth isn't comfortable, no matter how you want me to say it, no matter how you want to hear it, no matter how much you want it to be sugar-coated, it isn't. Growth requires stepping into the unknown, aka the unknown of something new that you've never done before, could be unconsciously or even literally, which just means confronting fears and discomforts and pushing beyond the limit that you've unconsciously set for yourself. Yet in these moments of discomfort, that's when the magic happens, baby. And starting a YouTube channel is a perfect example of that transformative journey. YouTube is more than just a platform for videos. It's a space where personal growth and creativity come together. Creating content challenges you to step outside of your comfort zone, share your voice, your perspective, your knowledge, your opinion, your research with the world. And embracing the vulnerability of putting yourself out there. It's more than just filming and uploading. It's about learning new skills, finding your unique perspectives, developing and expanding your ego, and building a community that resonates with your message. They want more of you. Growth is essential because it's the key to unlocking your potential, which is having or showing the capacity to become or develop into something in the future, aka your vision. And YouTube is a powerful catalyst for that growth. I'm going to be explaining to you why. Staying in your comfort zone might feel familiar, comfortable, normal, safe, but it will keep you stagnant and shield you from the transformation of experiences that come from taking risks. And making a YouTube video and channel for the world to see is a risk. Starting a personal channel means embracing change, facing your fears, and trusting the process of your becoming. Like literally trusting that you're enough, what you've done is enough, what you have is enough, and that everything will be okay. And whether it's learning how to edit videos, speaking confidently on camera, or connecting with an audience for the first time, trust you're going to figure it out. That's a belief in yourself, and it's important to have. That's definitely already a majorly important thing to have that you will develop as you make a channel anyway. If you don't have it, make a channel, you're going to get some more. This will be the worst you'll ever be at it anyway. Every time after that, you're only going to improve in one or more areas. You'll discover more things about yourself. You're going to discover what works and what doesn't work for you, and also your audience. It can't not happen. So through YouTube, you'll not only improve as an individual, but also inspire others to do the same. Every video you create, every story that you tell, every lesson you learn becomes a part of your journey towards self-discovery and your own success. Creating a YouTube channel is a profound journey of personal growth as it pushes you to step outside your comfort zone, explore your interests, and develop new skills. And here's how. One of the areas that's going to affect you is confidence building. Overcoming your fears of speaking in front of a camera can initially be like intimidating, but over time you'll grow more comfortable expressing yourself. Finding your voice. You're going to refine your opinions, your ideas, your personal style, and help you feel more assured in your own unique perspective. And that's going to come also through your studying of topics that interest you. You're going to start to expand your thinking and your mind, and you start to tie a lot of things together to come to your own expansive conclusions on things. You're also going to learn how to handle criticism. You can learn to deal with constructive feedback and criticism. It fosters resilience and self-assurance. And one of your biggest critics is yourself. When you go to edit these videos, when you listen to yourself, when you watch yourself, these are the moments where you're going to hear yourself a lot. You're going to want to criticize your face, your voice, your looks, your mannerisms, all those things. And so that's something you'll have to grow in, is learning how to engage that part of you, learning how to work with that part of you that's like that, and understand why it's like that. That's going to challenge you a lot to learn not to fight yourself or ignore yourself, but literally learn why it's doing that in the first place. It's going to Another way is enhance your creativity. You're going to create idea generation, and coming up with fresh, engaging content challenges your imagination. It challenges your resources and how you think, and inspires innovative thinking. You're going to have to step outside your own little bubble of things and learn from other people, and come up with your own ideas for your own content. It inspires creativity in that way. Problem solving. You're going to have to troubleshoot a lot, and technical troubleshooting, creative, logistical challenges sharpens your ability to think on your feet and figure things out. And we have so many resources anyway, so many YouTube channels, there's no way you can't figure something out. I've noticed for myself that problem solving, my ability to problem solve, has increased greatly, especially with my own internal battle. I'm starting to realize that that's all the internal battle is. It just wants me to solve a problem, or to at least prepare or have a plan for problems, even if they're not realistic. So it's just preparing me. So like worst case scenarios, I'm learning to embrace that discomfort of that scenario, and just go, okay, here's my resources for dealing with that. It's most likely never going to happen, but here's my resources for dealing with that. There's my plan. I have it figured out. I'm going to be okay. That's all it wants to do. And also experimentation, testing different formats or styles to explore your creative potential and develop versatility. So you're going to experiment with what works for you, what doesn't work for you, what gets you where you're trying to go and helps you meet your goal, and what maybe doesn't help you so much. It's also going to improve your communication skills, storytelling, crafting engaging narratives improves your ability to convey messages and connect with an audience. It's also helpful eventually, if you ever plan to sell anything, to understand how to tell a story or your experience or the way in which you format your message. Clarity, communication skills are going to help you clarify your thoughts, your feelings, your opinions, your perspective. It's going to give you a bigger picture overview of everything you're trying to talk about, and it's going to help you communicate that in a digestible way to your audience. It also will expand your empathy, interacting with your audience and understanding their needs, and also interacting with yourself in this process. You begin to understand your needs, and it's going to help you relate to other people at the same time. There's also self-discipline and time management. It helps you in this way. You're going to gain these skills from it. Consistency in your videos. You're going to, learning to stick to an upload schedule, or a certain amount that you're going to post every week, or a certain time you're going to do this. And all the commitments and the organizational skills that come with that. And especially, how do you want to set up creating your content? What works for you? And when you go to speak on camera, that makes it easier for you. These are all skills that extend to other areas of your lives. It extends to everything. And being just kind of preparing yourself for this, especially if you're not somebody who can talk and stay on topic. I'm not one of those people. I at least need bullet points to keep me focused on that. That's just how my mind works. That also helps you with goal setting. You can set realistic goals for growth, such as reaching milestones for subscribers or video production. I know for me, I have a very lofty goal. However, I can't focus on that. It creates a bit of a scarcity mindset, versus like reality versus my vision. And so focusing on the vision is helpful, and trusting that I'll get there. But it's also about celebrating the little wins or the little goals that you make. So like I had one on Tuesday. So I also have another channel as well called Warm Pages Short Stories. I'll link it in the description if you're curious about it. But I'm basically making a channel full of mostly true stories, or at least the base of the story is true, and then I embellish it a little bit, but I'm also narrating it. And I was able to make a couple shorts with the videos that I have already, and for me that was a big deal, simply because it just requires extra effort and extra work, and I did it. And so I feel pretty happy about that, and I'm proud of myself. Nobody else has to be, just me, and that's good enough. It also helps you with prioritization. You're going to like balancing YouTube with your other responsibilities to learn to be more efficient with your time in doing that. You don't want to spend all day editing a video, and you're just going to get better at it over time. So if you work and make YouTube videos on the side, or if it's your full-time gig or things like that, you're going to have to learn to manage your schedule and manage yourself really well in that. Another area it helps you grow is resilience and growth mindset. You're going to be dealing with challenges. You're going to navigate low view count, negative comments, or technical setbacks. It teaches you persistence and adaptability. So your mind is going to be like, I only have 19 subscribers, which is what I have, but I love all you guys. I'm so excited. Thank you for all your comments too. I just, lights me up. I feel so supported. And so navigating that internally, literally internally, and it's you don't want to deny reality of what it is, but you also don't want to wallow in your mind's viewpoint on that. It's telling you reality, but you want to stick to your vision. It's going to increase your faith in your vision, and you have to believe in yourself. Even if this never goes anywhere, just make sure you're going to figure out a plan. That's all it wants you to do anyway, is to figure out a plan for yourself to keep to having resources. More resources that you have, you tend to think the safer you are. Learning from failure. So each setback comes as an opportunity to improve and evolve, and it fosters a growth mindset. Failure is not bad. Failure is just a learning. It's about learning and growing. I know I've grown up being like, if I failed at something, even if I just didn't know something, it came back in like a punishment or yelling or misunderstanding or things like that. And failure is not bad. And at the end of the day, you want to live well so you can die well. It doesn't matter, so long as you keep growing and going. Sometimes you can wallow in it, but other times you gotta keep going anyway. It doesn't matter. It's not going to stop. And then you want to celebrating small wins. You want to develop appreciation for your progress, and you will. No matter how small, which builds motivation and gratitude. Just like I said, I made those couple of reels the other day, and I'm learning how to even upload stuff to Instagram. That platform confuses me so much. And so it's not very intuitive in my mind, for me anyway. Celebrating those small wins. I was proud of myself. I'm even proud of myself for starting these videos and to continue to keep going, and also the amount of progress that I've made working with myself internally, and the relationship that I'm really starting to develop with myself is quite impressive to me, and I'm so proud. So that comes along with starting your channel and growing. You'll also gain a broader perspective. There's going to be a lot of self-reflection, a lot of digging into your own interests. You get self-reflection through reviewing your own content. You're going to identify, your weaknesses, your strengths. You're going to understand areas for improvement. You're going to allow yourself to hear that feedback and also grow from it. Sometimes you need to intentionally follow that feedback and grow from it. Other times, you'll change passively. I'm probably more of a passive change. I just look at something and I'm like, okay, yeah. I just tell myself, okay, update that, increase that, or, process it or something, and it just does. But also you're gonna, expand on your cultural awareness. You're gonna be engaging with multiple different people, diverse audience of people. People are gonna have different perspectives than you and experiences, and learning how to integrate that with what you're talking about, and also what you're saying, learning how to be. The more you start learning and exploring your interests, the more information you're going to take in from different people. That expands your ability to see from different angles. And that creates a bigger picture for you. And as you do that, you can share more of those things and start to even play in a little bit of some of the back and forth between the perspectives. And it balances you out in that way as well. Makes you well-rounded. Another piece of the broader perspective is your interest exploration, sharing what you love with others, but also like exploring your base topics or the external markets such as health, wealth, relationships and happiness. And you can break those down into subtopics and start to explore your interests in there, like spirituality or dating or online business or weight loss or bodybuilding, something like that. And it's going to deepen your understanding of that, of why it interests you. But then also, as you start bringing all those pieces together, they all flow together. Everything is always connected to itself. So you can't have health without relationship. You can't have wealth without relationship. You can't have all these different pieces. They all come back around on each other and they all connect, and it paints a broader picture of yourself as well. And that's definitely self-exploratory, but it creates a bigger picture. You're also going to grow in leadership and influence. And if you're getting on here talking and sharing anything, if you're researching anything, if you're growing in any way, that's already going to influence other people anyway. It can't not happen. Even if it's not understandable, it's just how it works. If you're getting out here and you're sharing anything, it influences other people who listen and watch you. It can influence them emotionally, mentally, spiritually. It takes time, it takes energy, it just does. Inspiring others, like your journey can motivate your viewers. It can motivate them to pursue their own goals and interests, can motivate them to grow, to want to step out their comfort zone. It can empower you. It empowers you because you're someone who's influencing such a good thing in other people, or you can influence for bad things in other people. That is the power of a human, is choice, and a lot of that choice is governed internally. So you can inspire others, you can empower others, or you can lead them wherever you want them to go. So always be mindful of that influence that you have. It also, you have community building. You have managing an engaged audience, which teaches you how to guide, to nurture, to sustain a supportive environment. Yeah, it's also going to have the ability to create authority in a way for yourself, and that what you talk about, you will be an authority in for yourself. It also helps you grow in an emotional way. So emotional growth with handling rejection. Not every idea will succeed. Celebrating authenticity, just being genuine on the camera, and encourages self-acceptance, and it helps you embrace your individuality and connection. It's building meaningful relationships with your audience and collaborators, and it fosters emotional fulfillment. It also directly correlates to your internal world, because you're going to experience many things. Some people are going to experience more, some good things, some bad things. Some people are going to experience like extreme negativity to doing this, and some people are in between. I know for me, the first video I made where I was on camera, I was nervous to do in the beginning. Actually, I was kind of excited. It seemed like it was easy to get on the camera and talk, and I kind of had a general idea of what I wanted to do. But afterwards, I experienced extreme shame. Like, holy smokes, I wasn't expecting that. Just to experience shame of being seen, of sharing something about myself or talking about something. I've also experienced just the nervousness of unpreparedness and those types of things. So, and also part of the journey that I'm also on too is being unemployed, and that also has a lot of emotional growth in it, like learning how to be secure even without money coming in, because money doesn't create security. It might be in a way a part of physical survival, but it doesn't create emotional security. You can be at a certain comfort level with the money you have, but it can't create internal security for yourself and who you are. It's literally something you have to have for yourself. And learning that security really comes from internally, about your own ability rather than a physical object that gets you something. It's really enlightening, eye-opening. Another way that YouTube videos, like making YouTube videos on a channel, helps you grow is self-discovery. You're understanding your own value. You're going to uncover your strengths, your talents, your interests, what you bring to the table as a creator, like what you share is still valuable even if nobody sees it. And you're gonna do that. It's gonna come about naturally just because you can't control who sees it or doesn't. Do this for you. Create your own value for yourself and be proud of yourself. You're gonna gain a bunch of skills that are gonna help you the rest of your life, whether people view your video or not. You might as well. You're worth developing those skills for. You're worth developing your ego for. You're worth having an expanded mind and being more at peace and ease inside simply because you did that. And learning about yourself, that's what makes it worth it, not anything else. In the end, that's what's fulfilling and meaningful, not having validation and applaud from the world. It's never going to get you where you want to go internally. Another part of self-discovery is exploring new interests. Researching for content can lead you to discover like new hobbies, new skills, new interests, and take you on a whole new path of expansion again. And you get to see and learn more about yourself by self-reflection in that. See what's important to you, what stands out to you, what you value, and also your purpose. Like sharing your voice and making a difference gives a deeper sense of meaning and fulfillment in your life. But purpose is really just the thing that you want to do. And I think as you create yourself, as you learn about these things, as you keep sharing it, because that's a part of learning, is to apply something. It shows you your purpose. Like that is your purpose. Your purpose is to grow. Your purpose is to learn. Your purpose is to expand into the biggest, best you could be. It's to explore your limits, explore your depths, explore you. Like that is purpose. And you can, even if you are wanting to be a part of something that's bigger than yourself, which sharing yourself online is being a part of something that's bigger than yourself. Growing is part of being something that's bigger than yourself, because growing helps everybody, not just you, but it benefits others, because you create, like if you expand and your thoughts expand and your beliefs expand, you affect the people around you with that. It just happens. Like we all do that. We're all affecting each other all the time. So that is self-growth is being part of something bigger. It helps everybody. And just because it's not a physical thing, like you're not making I don't know, let's just say homeless people, you're not making a big facility for that, or you're not able to reach hurricane victims personally, doesn't mean that you're not part of something bigger simply because you're choosing to do it in a different way. So expanding emotionally, mentally, spiritually, consciously, that affects everybody, and it affects them in ways that, even though it's not tangible and it's unseen, it still affects everybody to a great degree too. So, and there's studies on that. You can look them up. And then another growth that comes from creating YouTube channels is lifelong learning. As you've seen throughout all of this, what I've talked about, you can adapt to trends. Staying relevant means continuously learning about new tools, trends, and platforms, but it also, it's going to keep you up to date. Just what's going on. Your skills are never going to get old or tired or outdated with everything that's going on as you keep up with the different things that are happening. Technical skills, that's also going to be something you have to keep learning the rest of your life, because things are going to change, platforms are going to change, times change. Not everything, sometimes we build good things and then they kind of decay, or we're like, you know what, we've got something better now that works better for us, so you have to let that go and you have to work on something. You have to learn a new way. So it keeps you learning in that way. But also personal development. Like the most important is your personal development. It's when you regularly reflect on your growth and you're seeking to improve and you're seeking to expand yourself, to keep learning, which I think a lot of us sometimes struggle to do now that we're not being forced to learn something, especially like coming out of school. It's like this development is really on you. No one can do that but you, and you're worth doing that for. So regularly reflecting what YouTube helps you do, like creating your, I guess not YouTube, but creating your videos for YouTube does, and seeking to really improve yourself, keep learning. It creates a mindset for lifelong learning. It keeps your brain young. It keeps your brain networks moving more smoothly. It increases neuroplasticity. It keeps you sharp, and it keeps you interesting. You always have something you can share with other people. It's such all the skills that you learn from starting to create videos and just use the platform of YouTube. It just makes you a well-rounded person, and it helps you grow, and it helps you develop into the person that you want to be, because it's your creative outlet. It's your choice. It's your life. It gives you that power back for yourself. That's one of the big lessons that I'm learning, is like, I can no longer remain powerless. I have to deal with, where did this powerlessness come from in my life? And yeah, really, really working through that, discovering what that is, because as you get into this growth mindset and into all this growing, you can't stay the same. The only thing that keeps you held back is you. And that's a big lesson in growth, is you really are the only one stopping you. Nobody can stop you anymore. Yeah, I guess that's what I wanted to share. I hope this encourages you, or encourages you to make a video if you're on the fence about starting a channel. I hope it informs you of maybe some of the challenges you would face in starting that video, and also that you feel supported, that somebody else is going through that with you, and that you're not alone. Just have fun. Good luck on that. Enjoy the process. It's very creative and can be very fulfilling, even if it is tough. If you want to share your own experience, your own growth on this, I would love to hear about it. Please share it below. Talk to you later. Bye.